Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily Past. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll always be notified when we drop new content. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we've got in store today. So today, we're diving into a story that has the potential to change the economic future of a country. And honestly, it's the kind of news that sounds almost too good to be true. Like it's the kind of thing you'd expect to hear in a blockbuster movie, but nope. This is happening in real life. Now, I know that sounds dramatic, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. Grab a seat, get comfortable, because today we're talking about a recent discovery in Pakistan that has everyone buzzing. It's a massive gold find. Yeah, you heard that right, gold, and it could change everything for the country's economy. So let's get into it. Alright, let's set the stage. Just when we thought China was stealing the spotlight with its own major gold discoveries, Pakistan enters the picture with some seriously exciting news. Picture this. Gold in the Indus River. And not just a little bit of gold either. We're talking about a huge discovery located in the Attock district of Punjab. This discovery could be a game changer for Pakistan's economy. Now let's pause for a second, because this is pretty monumental. If you're not familiar, the Indus River is one of the longest rivers in the world, flowing through Pakistan, and is crucial for the country's agriculture and water supply. So the idea that there's gold just lying there in the river's banks, that's huge. And when we say massive gold reserves, we're not talking about small-scale discoveries. According to the Geological Survey of Pakistan, GSP, they've identified around 32.6 metric tons of gold. When you convert that into rupees, it's worth a jaw-dropping 600 billion rupees. Yeah, billion with a B. That's a lot of zeros. But here's the thing. While this sounds amazing, it's important to know that this discovery doesn't just fall out of the sky. There's a lot going on beneath the surface. So let's break it all down. Before we dive into the specifics of Pakistan's gold discovery, let's quickly take a look at what's been happening in China. I'm sure you've heard by now that China has been making headlines with some big finds of its own. Just a few months ago, China discovered what might just be one of the largest gold reserves in the world, 1,000 metric tons of high-quality ore in Pingjiang County, which is in northeastern China. That's around 100 US tons. And experts are estimating the value of this discovery to be around 600 billion yuan, which translates to roughly 6.91 lakh rupees crore. Now that's an insane amount of gold. Seriously, if that gold is extracted, it could have a major impact on China's economy and even on the global gold market. But we're not here to talk about China's gold discovery, though we could easily dedicate an entire video to that, but rather to look at what's going on over in Pakistan. So let's get back to Pakistan. The timing of this discovery is, well, very interesting. You see, Pakistan has been facing some pretty serious economic challenges in recent years. We're talking about rising inflation, a currency that's been struggling to hold its ground, and a growing debt crisis that's been looming over the country. And then there are the political and security issues. With all of that going on, the country really needs some good news. And this gold discovery, it could be exactly what the country needs. If Pakistan can successfully extract and manage these reserves, it could generate billions of rupees in revenue, create thousands of jobs, and help revive local economies, especially in the regions where the gold is found. Now, let's dive into the specifics of this discovery. The gold reserves are spread over a 32-kilometer stretch along the Indus River in the Attock district, and that's just the beginning. Additional deposits have also been found in other parts of Punjab, as well as in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, including places like Peshawar and Mardan. So yeah, this isn't just a small localized find, it's looking more and more like this could be a nationwide resource. The potential is massive. The discovery was first announced by Punjab's mining minister, Ibrahim Hassan Murad, who revealed that after a series of detailed geological investigations, experts have confirmed the presence of gold along the river. And here's the catch, this doesn't mean gold is going to start flooding the markets tomorrow. Now let's talk about the challenges here. On paper, this gold discovery sounds amazing, but as we all know, turning a discovery like this into a fully operational gold mine takes a lot of work. One of the biggest challenges is regulating the extraction process. See, there's already been a surge in illegal mining in the area. Miners, seeing dollar signs, have started extracting the gold without any oversight, which, as you can imagine, creates a host of problems. The government has already stepped in and imposed a ban on illegal mining activities. But the fact is, this process is going to need serious regulation to ensure that everything is done properly, ethically, safely, and in a way that doesn't harm the environment. And as you can probably guess, there's also a lot of bureaucracy involved. Now, I want to emphasize something important here. Regulation isn't easy. In Pakistan, there's often a lot of red tape involved in these kinds of projects, and sometimes it feels like progress is painfully slow. The government has a tough job ahead of it balancing the need for speedy extraction with the need for proper oversight. And to make things even more complicated, there are disagreements between provincial officials about how to move forward with this. Different regions have different needs, priorities, and of course different political players involved. So, while the gold is definitely there, it could take some time before it starts flowing into the economy. Now here's where it gets a little more interesting. How did this gold even get there in the first place? I mean, this wasn't just some random occurrence. It turns out that the gold found in the Indus River has a pretty fascinating origin story. Experts believe that millions of years ago, tectonic activity in the Himalayan mountains caused minerals to be deposited into the river. As the Indus River flows through Pakistan, it carries these minerals along with gold particles downstream. Over time, the gold settles along the banks of the river, creating what's called placer deposits. These are deposits of precious metals, like gold, that are particularly easy to access during the winter months when the river's water levels drop. So it's not just that there's gold in the river, it's that there are natural processes that make this gold more accessible at certain times of the year. Miners can scoop up the gold more easily during the winter when water levels are lower, which means that there's a small window of opportunity to collect it each year. It's definitely a fascinating process, don't you think? Now let's take a step back for a second. While this discovery is exciting, it's important to remember that this isn't the first time the government of Pakistan has made big claims about resources that could save the country's economy. A few years ago, remember when officials said they'd discovered massive oil reserves off the coast of Pakistan? The government was quick to announce that these reserves were so huge Pakistan was going to become the next Dubai. Yeah, the next Dubai. The oil reserves were supposed to transform the economy and bring in billions of dollars in foreign investment. Well, after a lot of media coverage, the story fizzled out. No major oil discovery was made. And the whole thing turned out to be, well, not exactly what people were hoping for. And then there's the infamous Reko DIQ project in Balochistan. This was supposed to be one of the largest copper and gold deposits in the world. Again, foreign investment was supposed to flood in, and the country was going to reap the rewards. Well, after a lot of legal battles, mismanagement and political drama, the project still hasn't really gotten off the ground. So with all of that history in mind, it's hard not to be a little skeptical about this latest gold find. I mean, Pakistan's economy is in a pretty bad place right now. Rising inflation, a currency in freefall, and a major debt crisis. So just when things are looking pretty grim, the government drops this bombshell about a massive gold discovery. Could this be another too good to be true situation? Could it be that the government is using this discovery as a way to distract people from the deeper problems facing the country? I don't know, but it's certainly something to think about. So what do you think? Is this gold discovery the real deal, or is it just another in a long line of promises that never really materialize? Could this be the turning point Pakistan needs, or will it become another story of disappointment and unfulfilled potential? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about all of this. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and of course subscribe to the Daily Past for more updates on this story and others. That's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the world with us.